All right, it looks like we're live here, Wiley. So we might not have anyone in yet, but
They're coming.
I wanted to post the stream too in our Discord so people could get it, but
yep, they're retweeted on the tweet machine.
Yeah, I don't see it on the live page though yet, on the YouTube page yet though. Let's see. Here we go. Now I got it. Hold on.
Okay, got it. There we go.
All right, here we go. So we just literally had to make the next stream. We just had to use the next stream just to get it on. But this is the gist. Big T fucked us. That's what happened. He fucked us, Wiley. He hit end stream instead of just leaving the studio like, a normal person would. He clicks the end stream button. So, yes. Thanks, Big T. Appreciate it. Go coach now. Go coach.
That was insane. I don't think that's ever happened before.
Dude, honestly, I wanted to see how long you would talk for, but I don't think you would have realized it until you were done talking. So it might not.
I don't think I would have realized it until we're done with our plays of the day. I wouldn't even looked at it.
Dude, it's so funny. I didn't even see Big T's text until after. It was so funny though. I'm listening to you talk for once, and then all of a sudden I look to my right and I'm like, why is that not, because it's red when you don't end the stream, it's like red. And I was like, why is it blue? It's like, what the fuck? And then I look in chat and see someone killed the stream. And I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me right now? Big T hit end stream.
Like, there's no way to restart it.
Yeah.
I just stood there and stared at you. And I'm like, there's no way out of this. He can't Morningwood is dead. It's dead for the week.
Yeah, Morningwood is dead. This is premium up to lock show now. So sorry, guys. We might not have the up to lock, but we'll bring you close, Wiley.
Who do you do up to lock with?
DC and staff.
So DC can just come in this one, right?
Yeah, but we're gonna have to end this one.
Oh my God!
It's not gonna matter. It's not a big deal.
He just jumps in, and I'll just jump out.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, we're still gonna have to. Unless I'm just on it for 2 hours.
So I'm just going to go like this.
Yeah. I'm just going to hit the pause button for like, I don't know, 20 minutes or something like that. But whatever. It doesn't matter. We'll finish we're like Ryan said, we're just going to finish the show. We'll figure it out.
We'll get that. We'll get the anti-play rocket sauce. You don't worry about it.
Yeah. We ended, Wiley started talking about Arizona. And you guys probably didn't hear anything that he said.
No. Here's what I would say about this game. I think everyone, when they're hand building or looking at the first lineups, go to this game. They see no Marvin Harrison. They see Arizona at home. They see a San Francisco team that is giving up points. The total's good. And you get Michael Wilson sub 4K as wide receiver 1. So that's why his ownership is going to be high. And, what's a good Michael Wilson day? 17 points today. But, if he's going to be the stud, if he's going to get a couple touchdowns, possibly over 100 yards, if he's going to hit that 25-point threshold, 20 to 25-point threshold, then, yeah, he's a good play. And I think you should play some Michael Wilson. It's probably the best sub 4K play on the slate, and you need the money this week. The other side on San Francisco, you got Pearsall. I don't know why people aren't talking more about Ricky P. Ricky P had a insane, two things, Purdy and Ricky Pearsall. Purdy back, Ricky Pearsall in. I wish Purdy was a little cheaper, but you could have a game from San Francisco against Arizona. Seattle had 44 points before you even got out of bed last week against Arizona. Not to say that happens this week, but Purdy 58 and Ricky Pearsall in that sweet spot of 5,400. Great ownership. Projection, I think, is low for Ricky Pearsall at 10 points. I'm going to ask John the same question in a second, but I like Ricky P. I like Brock Purdy. He's a little more than Flacco, and he's a little more than Rodgers. But could Brock Purdy throw for 3 this week? Is he back with turf toe? Yeah, possibly. Christian McCaffrey, infinite catch. That's the thing with McCaffrey. 10 catches. I mean, he had a great showing last time against Arizona. The guy just catches so much out of the backfield. And look at the wide receiver position this week, John. this year, John S. The top wide receivers have stunk.
Yeah.
The top touchdown scores of wide receivers. 3 of the top 7 touchdown scores at the receiving position are tight ends. Number 1 is Dallas fucking Goddard. So
I mean, tight ends have been smashing. Like tight ends have been If you weren't drafting 3 tight ends in best ball, you're probably struggling right now.
You're struggling. And so then you've got, I'll close with this, Trey McBride. So people like a spend down Pat Fryermuth this week, which I do. But the flex play at 6K, when you're thinking of Trey McBride at 6K, you cannot comp him at the tight end position. You can't. You got to comp 6K Trey McBride, 9 catches, 110 and 1 against the best wide receivers in that range. So you had 30 points from McBride last week. He crushed in his position, and he crushed in his range. He crushed the overall slate from the pass catching side. Zay Flowers, you're going to play more Zay Flowers. If you tell me that a wide receiver at 6K is getting you 30 points, are you playing him? 1,000,000%. Could Trey McBride do that this week and every week? Yes, every week, because Brissett has unlocked the key to him scoring touchdowns, and he's getting 9 for 111. So McBride is possibly your best wide receiver play in a shitty wide receiver season. So,
yeah, I mean, I've been talking about this for weeks now. Like a lot of these stud tight ends, they're pretty much receivers now. I mean, like Trey McBride, Brock Bowers, like Arondé Gadsden. These guys are just big ass receivers. Okay, they're not
receivers.
Tight ends. Yeah, and they're very good. So I agree with this point. Yeah, you can play. That's why I like the double tight end build. And you brought up Trey McBride. I think he's extremely safe, right? I think he's got a very safe floor, and he's got the upside to get you over the top. But he's going to be very popular. Here's one thing though I do like in this game, and I think one thing I noticed was last week George Kittle finally started to break out a little bit. He looked more like himself, and now he gets Brock Purdy back. I think double tight end build where you play Trey McBride, George Kittle is very interesting on this slate. I love the Ricky P call. He's from Arizona. So going back to Arizona, hometown kid, this is, a spot I do think he's interesting. And I saw a clip of Kyle Shanahan, and he was talking about how brutal it's been not having Pearsall for a bunch this year, because he was the only receiver who pretty much got us through got through a whole training camp. Because if you remember during training camp, Wiley, all those receivers started getting injured for San Francisco.
Yeah,
like Juwan Jennings, Cowens, Watkins, all these guys. Brandon Ayuk obviously still isn't healthy. All these guys didn't practice. Ricky Pearsall was the only one who got in a majority of the training camp, and he was it's brutal that we lost him after that for a bunch of games here. So he's sounded really pumped to have him back. And now you get Brock Purdy back in a really good spot too, against Arizona. This is a spot. I love the over in this game. I think Arizona is still going to be able to put up some points like you were talking about. The question for me is, because we all like Trey McBride, and I like the Trey McBride, Michael Wilson builds, because they're easy, pair them with Jacoby. But who's the other guy? Is it Greg Dortch? Is it Xavier Weaver, Wiley? They don't have many options in Arizona. Because why? Because Zay Jones tore his Achilles, Marvin Harrison Jr. is out, and the other dude who was playing a little bit, Semi Fioco, also is out with an injury. He's on IR. So
DeMercado wide receiver too.
Yeah, DeMercado literally could be a wide receiver too here. But from a pass catching standpoint, it's got to be someone. And right now, the ownership, from what I'm looking at, you got Michael Wilson at 20% on Sabre, Greg Dortch at 15, and I could see him getting up to 20 too. That wouldn't shock me here at 3,300. Is this a spot though where because Greg Dortch has his role, You know what I mean? Like, does he expand his role? Like, do you think he takes over MHJ's role, or do you think that's someone completely different? Is my question.
Well, I thought Dortch's ownership would be way lower, and it probably will be. I think way more people going to Michael Wilson. What do Greg Dortch and Michael Wilson need to do for us this week? I mean, you have to be about a 770 and a touchdown. I mean, you really, or 680 and a touchdown. You have to get to that 20-point mark for 3K, I think, in my opinion. I think Dortch and Wilson are viable to do that. I think McBride 100% gets there this week. The other part is, on the other side, John, is George Kittle, right? George Kittle also can be classified in that great flex play, comping against great top wide receivers. And now he's 5K. Are you going to play one man to man? Are you going to play 5K Kittle or 5K Shakir? Gun to your head. Which one do you play in a slate like this?
I'm going to play Kittle. Because I don't trust the Bills passing game at all. Right. I think like Khalil Shakir is probably okay. I rather take the chance with Kittle, with Purdy back and him looking a little bit better.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm taking Kittle. But back to my point here, Wiley. So this was my point with the whole Greg Dortch thing.
I tried to make believe that I listened to your point, but I did not.
Yeah, no, but this is my point. So all year, Greg Dortch, he's ran almost 70% of his routes have come from in the slot. So he's only ran 28% of his routes. That's only 33 routes out wide. Marvin Harrison Jr., on the other hand, he's running a lot of his routes out wide. 76% of his routes, 77% of his routes are run out wide. So is Greg Dortch the type of guy that's just going to take over the role, or is it someone different is my question. And I don't know if it's Greg Dortch who just takes over that role. I could be totally wrong. Is it, a Weaver or someone else that kind of steps in and just, handles that role because of the, they're not, Greg Dortch, that's more my question is like, does his role change? Because if his role changes, he's an amazing play.
My worry about this game is that at halftime against Seattle, how good did Arizona look? I mean, it was 35-0 or something like that.
Yeah, but at that point, Seattle was like, "We won."
Like, right. Which I'm worried about. Worried about is, are we valuing Arizona too much?
I don't think so, and I'll tell you why. San Francisco defensively, they're the second worst. They have the second worst pressure rate of any team in all of football. They're not getting sacks. So I kind of trust Jacoby Brissett. If a team is not getting sacks, they're letting you sit back there. I kind of trust him to be able to move the football in that scenario and put some points up on the board and, get it done. So I'm less worried about. I get what you're saying though. Like Arizona was moving the ball mostly in garbage time.
San Francisco's fully healthy on offense now, or
San Francisco's offense is fully healthy, not their defense though, right? They're still down a bunch of their best defenders. So and Arizona's at home too. I like that as well. So all these things kind of make me feel a little better. The spread's only like 3 too, Wiley.
It's a great game. Great total, great spread.
Yeah. So I love the over here.
What is McBride's projection in terms of ownership? I'm curious just to see what people are doing with him.
Well, on Sabre right now, they got him projected for like 34%.
Okay. Yeah. That's interesting.
Yep. Yeah, Christian McCaffrey at 25.
I mean, realistically, McBride.
A really interesting play is actually, everyone's going to want to think about the receiver. This kid, Elijah Higgins, he's actually very good. He's the backup tight end. He's 2,500. Tony was talking about $2,500 tight ends. I think he brought up another $2,500 tight end in a game we'll talk about soon. But I think Elijah Higgins is very much in play because I was talking about like, okay, who gets the role bump, Wiley? What if it's not as much a receiver and it's more like Elijah Higgins? Maybe they just play more double tight end. Because like I said, we've said Trey McBride he's a receiver, right? So maybe they just run Trey McBride. They're already running Trey McBride 60% in the slot already this year. Just run him. Maybe he runs a little more like out wide. They don't do that as much, but maybe that's what they do. So I think Elijah Higgins is pretty sneaky here, and I don't think he's going to be owned at all. So, I mean, someone asked for PM plays. Like, I think Higgins at 2,500. There's builds where you go the double $2,500 tight end builds and get real unique and play all the studs.
Yeah.
On the 4 o'clock slate, you play Puka and JSN. So, yeah, I think he's very interesting.
The $2,500 play that gets, let's say Higgins has a good game at 12 points. You're gonna need that money if the studs in this slate absolutely go nuclear.
Right.
I was looking at with the Rams tight ends as spend downs. What if they have good games? What if you need a JSN? What if you need JSN and McCaffrey and Jamar Chase because they get 42 points, right? That is I don't love it. I don't want necessarily 9, 10, 11, 12 point $2,500 punt play. But all things considered, if the studs shoot out, it'll demand it.
Yeah, no, it's going to depend on those studs. But I like I said, I think from like a double stacking standpoint, what about playing McBride and Higgins? No one's going to do that. Yeah, no one's going to do that. Like everyone's going to play Wilson McBride,
Dortch
and McBride. I don't think people are going to play Weaver, but Weaver McBride. Like everyone's going to play a receiver with McBride. So what about just going the total? I think that's another way to just get very unique on this slate is play double tight ends, but play 2 tight ends from the same team. So
Ricky Pearsall is a play of the day, Stim. I mean, I'm just telling you right now.
I love Ricky Pearsall.
It's just too cheap and not
bring him back. And he's in a range where all the ownership's going to Wandell, Khalil Shakir, like all the ownership's going to those other mid 5K guys, and he's going to get none of it because it's his first game back.
25 points, Ricky Pearsall.
Oh, baby. Speaking my language, please, let's get a big Ricky P game. I would absolutely love that here. All right, so you're on Brissett. It sounds like we're
it's a good game. Can't avoid it.
Yeah, I agree with you. Can't avoid it. Pearsall's going to nuke.
He's going to nuke. I'm telling you.
I like these the next game here, the 4 o'clock games. Seattle and LA. This is another game that it's interesting from the standpoint. It's a similar total. I think it's like 48.5 or somewhere around there, 48. Rams at home. But this is a massive game for the division, Wiley. Right now, these two teams are tied for the division. They haven't played yet this year, so they're going to play obviously twice. So this is a big game. Rams at home, 3-point favorites. And, it's a spot where, the Rams at home, they need this dub, I think, to get ahead in the division. And these two teams are very close.
Boom. Did you get your gift in the mail from me, by the way? You didn't say anything.
You're sending out gifts to Boom?
He won. By the way, we got to do something. We got to do this wheel of winning thing.
Oh, do the wheel of winning. I love the wheel of winning.
I'll pull it up here when you talk about this game. But Boom won something. He has not mentioned that he got my package.
That's not good. Probably didn't get it.
No. Like Seattle's put up a ton of points on defense week to week. This game is kind of tough for me because you have really expensive plays, and again, we go back to the Bijan conversation, the Jamar Chase, and all these McCaffrey. I think McCaffrey could be the best spend up possible. I know he's 9K, but God, I mean, in that game, he could have infinite points. It just puts me. I mean, going back to the touchdown scoring this year for wide receivers, they just haven't gotten there. I mean, Jamar Chase got there, but it wasn't on a main slate. They just haven't gotten there. And you have expensive JSN, you've got expensive Nakua, you've got expensive Adams, who does get to the box, a little banged up, but it's a lot. It's a lot of money for two guys in a team that share in this upside. So this is tough for me. Kyron 7K shouldn't be. I like him as a touchdown score, but 7K you're competing with, a lot of guys like Josh Jacobs and guys in that range. It's tough. So I don't know if I can like a lot of this side. And the Higbees, I like it on afternoon slates. Terrence Ferguson, yes, but even in tight games with high totals, they just spread it out more. I mean, 4 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns for LA. You can see one Cup, you can see one Adams, you can see one Nakua, you can see one Williams. You can see one possibly the tight end. JSN is matchup proof. I get it. Expensive against the Rams now. He's good for his 26 points, but is that enough for that price spend this week on this slate? I don't know. It's just tough pricing for me because they have so many options.
Yeah, sorry, I was just watching terrible penalty be called. Yeah, I like this game from the standpoint, Wiley, that I think JSN and Puka, you kind of want the tougher matchups. I don't know about you, but like you saw it, like JSN last week, he didn't have to do anything else. He caught that thank God he caught that touchdown early, right? Because he doesn't catch that touchdown early, like they don't need him because they just blew him out so bad.
Yep.
I think both those guys are going to benefit from, being in a little tougher matchup where it's going to be, I think, a close game, and they're going to be kind of pushing it back and forth and stuff like that. So I like Puka in the spot. I think you can obviously play JSN too. He's been awesome. And someone said it in the chat, like Seattle against tight ends have been really bad as well. The problem is the Rams have been running this like 13 personnel, a lot. So these 3 tight end personnels where they're rotating them. They got Davis Allen, Colby Parkinson, Tyler Higbee, Terrence Ferguson. Terrence Ferguson is by far the best tight end from a talent standpoint. He missed on a few big plays. The problem with Terrence Ferguson is when they get closer to the goal line, he doesn't play as much as the other guys because I think they like the other guys when it comes to like run blocking, and they're okay with them in the passing game as well when it's like shorter targets, whereas Terrence Ferguson is more of an explosive guy down the field, get him on a mismatch and stuff like that. He can win on a mismatch and make a big play. But like Colby Parkinson, Davis Allen, they're playing when they get down inside the 10 and the 5. You know what I mean? Both those guys, I think they had 4 snaps inside the 5. Both those guys played all 4 snaps. Terrence Ferguson only played 1. Tyler Higbee played 3 of 4. So you can see when they get down, Wiley, in there, they're going less 11, right? 3 wide receivers. They're going more 13. So it's like I feel like it's a Pittsburgh thing where should we just be betting some of these guys like anytime touchdown props, these tight ends? Because I don't know who to play outside of I think Terrence Ferguson has the biggest upside because he can catch and run for like a big play. You know what I mean?
Quarterback play's been so bad, and that's why it's been running backs and tight ends getting the touchdowns.
But my point is, how do you decipher who the tight end is going to be for the Rams? We all agree it's a good matchup, but we also agree there's 4 guys rotating in.
Well, I just told the parlay pit at Run Pure Sports, the Discord, we had our core touchdown scores at the running back position, and I said let's diversify in terms of who scores a receiving touchdown, and it's the tight ends, man. I agree with you. You could do a Freiermuth or Jonnu Smith. You could do 2 of the tight ends here, or 2 or 3 of them, right? I think a tight end for the Rams scores. I think one or both of the tight ends for Arizona scores. I think a Kittle scores, right? So yeah, I agree with you. I think anytime touchdown for one of these tight ends for the Rams is it.
Yeah, Colby Parkinson played a shit ton. like Colby Parkinson played, I think, the most snaps of any tight end for the Rams last week. So it's weird how they're using these guys. And I think, though, a lot of it has to do with Tutu Atwell going down, Wiley, earlier in the season, and they just don't trust or love the other guys they have at wide receiver after Puka and Devontae Adams. So they trust a lot more of these tight ends, and they want to get Terrence Ferguson more looks because he's an exciting rookie they drafted that they really like. So yeah, I think it's an interesting betting spot because like plus 800 for Colby Parkinson anytime touchdown, plus 4 something for Terrence Ferguson. They're interesting spots. Devontae's banged up as well. Yep, Devontae is banged up, and Devontae, Wiley, is the guy they love the most when they get down into the goal line. They love getting Devontae the touchdowns at the goal line. Dude, that big release, by the way, Devontae Adams had on his touchdown last week was just so sick. It was so nasty. He still got it for people like didn't know if Devontae Adams still had it this year when we came into the year. Man, he's still absolutely disgusting at juking a guy's shoes off and leaving them in the dust.
It's all touchdown equity week to week. You got to score these touchdowns. You have to. I think if Seppuku play for me would be one of these Rams tight ends scoring 2, one of these sub 3K Rams tight ends scoring 2 touchdowns. Adams has the most touchdowns by any pass catcher this year at 9. Going back, I told you. Yeah, exactly. He's the guy. And you know why? He's big, he's tall, he's like a tight end. He can be versatile in the end zone.
They don't use Puka in that way in the goal line. I kept trying to tell people this. Puka is amazing. They just don't use him in that way. They like to motion him around. They don't like to use him in that role for whatever reason. So I knew when they got Devontae, it's like, it makes sense. Like Devontae's going to play on that outside role. They're still going to use Puka, move him around a little bit inside, motion.
A comp play is on the Bengals because everyone loves Chase, yes. But who has more touchdowns? It's Higgins. Higgins has 6, right? Higgins, the same sort of big body, tough, makes physical.
Sense, dude. Throw it right up to him, right? Like,
right.
Yeah.
So here's the one thing, and we'll jump to the next game, but someone brought it up. If you believe in narratives, Cooper Kupp, return game, Rams, revenge game, 4,100. Kupp, a little more involved. I think he was 2 for 40 last week. 4,100, you're still asking a lot because you have to clear what's below you. You have to clear the Wilsons. You have to clear the Dortches. You potentially have to clear one of these cheaper tight ends. But Cooper Kupp in a 361 game,
Yeah, I mean, Kupp.
Kupp 2 touchdowns. Look out. The 2 touchdown guys. Look out.
Should we bet it? Should we bet it? What is it? Is
I
it
don't
like
know, man.
13-1?
He's good for 1.
It's gotta be decent odds. I bet you a bunch.
Believe in revenge games.
I can guarantee my little brother is betting Cooper Kupp anytime touchdown. Guaranteed. It's a guarantee. He always
Andrew Sarabian?
He's the older one. Little.
Okay.
Little. That's Anthony.
Marco? Anthony.
Not Marco. Nope. Don't have
Marco's
Marco.
The one we don't talk about.
Marco is non-existent. So there's a Michael. There's a Michael. There's not a Marco though.
Yeah. Sorry, Marco, about that, brother.
Plus 2,000.
Oh yeah.
All right. Wiley, did you want to get the wheel going here?
Yeah, let's get the wheel going. I'll pull it up right now. I got it loaded, locked, ready to go.
Well, when you get it loaded, lock and loaded. Some people were asking how they get on the wheel, by the way.
How do you get on the wheel, John?
I don't know, but I think someone else handles the members.
Christine handles it in Discord. And from a micro perspective, how you get on the wheel is you have to share your screenshots within the RPS Discord and be an RPS member. That's how you get on the wheel. Now, on a macro level, how do you get into RPS, John?
Oh, it's easy. All you got to do is sign up for any of the billion packages that we have. If you want Run Pure Premium, which is all sports in one package plus Saber, or if you just want a single sport package, either one, you sign up. You can go into Big T's DMs if you want a little promo code. We still don't know what it is 2 months in. And, you know, you can get that promo code, get in. And then all you got to do is link your account from the website to Discord. You go to your account, you link your account, get it linked up, and you get into Discord. Super easy. We also have a customer support chat for anyone that's struggling. You can @ Captain in there, and he'll help you out. @ Wiley in there, he'll help you out and get you guys set up. But it's very easy to link your account. Then you get into Discord, and we have a winner's screenshot section where you can post your screenshots. And then when you post your screenshot, there's a person that takes the usernames and they'll put them on this wheel. So that's how you get on the wheel. That's how you get into Discord. Check it out, rumpyoursports.com, Rump Your Premium, if you want to sign up for every package. And if you just want NFL, got you there as well. You can sign up for the NFL package.
So to the chat, not mentioning names, calling us donkeys, you're going to take a large L here because it's not a premium show right now. Here's why. We went through this. Morningwood failed. Morningwood.
Yeah, they don't even realize it.
You don't even realize it because Morningwood was canceled by Big T. So you had to find the channel that the game was on. And so we had to make this. We had to make this for everyone.
Everything's canceled now, guys. Premium show, Morningwood, it's all canceled.
It's all canceled. We had to jump to a new link. So blame Big T that this is not a premium show today. Okay, let's spin this wheel. Make your guess. I'm going to say IPT 007 is going to hit this.
I don't even know who's on this wheel. I'm going to say shit. I'm going to say Cubs. My guy Cubs.
IPT, easy money.
No way. No way.
Addicted to fantasy.
Definitely not either. I was going to say it's too long of a name for either of ours.
I don't even. Yes. There you go. All right. Back to the show. Addicted to fantasy. I'm not even in the wheel.
God, it is so funny how the Dolphins just whooped on the Bills and now they're losing 13-6 to the Washington Redskins. Oh, God. It's so crazy. It's just disgusting. It's so funny. NFL is hilarious. All right, there we go. That was that. Let's go to, we got 2 more games left to discuss here, Wiley. Baltimore and Cleveland next game.
You can share your screen again. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. Next game up here. I got you. This game's doubt going to get any ownership here, Wiley. A little bit of news here in this one is that Baltimore will be without Rashad Bateman. So a little thin at the wide receiver position. I don't know if that does anything for you. Cleveland's still been a tough team to run the football on. Some teams don't realize that, though, and still try and run the football on them. That doesn't really work. The Ravens initially tried to do it in their first game, and then they kind of figured it out quick, and they went away from the run, started to pass, and had some success. Teams that realize it early enough, Wiley, you can have some success on Cleveland throwing the football if you realize that and go to it heavier. I think Baltimore knows that. This game is in Cleveland. Divisional game. Could be ugly, but I don't know. I think, the Ravens could still put up some points here.
I like Infinite owned Zay Flowers last week. No production.
Shout out to my anti-play, Zay Flowers.
Infinite ownership last week, Zay Flowers, virtually the same price this week and no ownership. So, Zay Flowers, 6,400. Okay. So you're competing with McConkey, Nico Collins. You're competing with McBride's if you're playing McBride and flex so Zay Flowers, is going to have to put out, but I don't mind it. I think Cleveland plays better at home. It's a divisional game. I hate Derrick Henry. I think Mark Andrews is mid unless he gets 2 touchdowns, 3,500. I like other tight ends better. The funny part is on the Cleveland side, we love Quidshot Junkins last week. He was terrible. I got Junkins this week against Baltimore, 6,400. I wanted to be cheaper. I don't like it that much, especially in a 2 touchdown total for Cleveland. Cleveland's bad. Gabriel, if you watch him play quarterback, is bad. Even at 4,200, John, no one's playing Dylan Gabriel. Why? He's bad. But Jerry Jeudy, we talked about Jerry Jeudy, $3,900 Jerry Jeudy last week, right? That he hasn't done anything all season. And what did Jerry Jeudy said? Fuck you. I did do something. And he was almost there. He's a very good play. 4,400 this week. I think that is now competing with a lot there. You're competing with Cooper Kupp. And you're playing the Baltimore Ravens, who have been better defensively. So I hate this game generally. Zay Flowers, is he going to kill us? Henry Gaiman coming? I don't know.
Yeah.
I want to pass catching back at 66.
Honestly, the weather is gross in this game. I mean, we're looking at, and the total is dropped in this one. Someone posted it 41.5 down to 38.5. We're going to have winds, heavy winds, 25, 35 mile an hour winds, not great, but it is a really good spot. The last time these teams played, the Cleveland Browns played 66% man-to-man defense against the Ravens. And Zay Flowers does do very well against heavy man-to-man teams. No Rashad Bateman. I do think Zay Flowers could have a good game. He'd be the one play I think I'd pick out from this game. If I were to play anyone, it would be him. He honestly, if this game was played in better weather, Wiley, he would be my play of the day. And I'd have him on like every team, I think, in this matchup. I don't love the weather, so I still will play some Zay, but I agree with you. I kind of worry about the total and everything like that. But man, no Rashad Bateman. I mean, I know they got the tight ends, but Zay does seem like the only guy, unless you believe in like DeAndre Hopkins or someone coming out of the woodworks like Devontae Walker and having a good game.
Henry had 2 fantasy points against Cleveland last time out. Remember that game at home?
Told you they figured it out quick. They tried to run the football early and it wasn't working, and they just said, "Screw this. We're just going to start throwing the rock more." And 11 rushing attempts for Derrick Henry kind of tells you everything you need to know, right, Wiley? When they're not.
Well, yeah.
In a win, right? You would think 11 rushing attempts in a blowout loss makes a lot of sense. But in a win, when they win 41-17, that's got to be one of the lowest for a blowout win they've had, where he only gets 11 rushing attempts.
You were coming off a 35-point effort against Buffalo for Henry. Everyone was just geeked on Derrick Henry, including me. I think I recall that game, and he had 2 fantasy points too. 2 American fantasy points.
That's it.
Henry 4 touchdowns. Now that would be a problem. If Henry scores 4 touchdowns on the ground.
Yeah, if he scores 4 touchdowns, I ain't winning.
Get there.
So I'm not winning if he scores 4 touchdowns. Anything else here from this?
Nope.
Could you play the defenses, Wiley?
Yep. Baltimore for sure.
Yeah. Baltimore's defenses look better too.
Yep.
So
Minnesota was supposed to put some up on them last week at home. They did not indoors. Cleveland, a much worse offense. Much
Dylan
worse.
Gabriel is, oh my God, Dylan Gabriel's bad.
Yes.
So bad.
Yeah, you want to like the tight ends, but in a 2 touchdown, I mean, that's one of them going to quit Sean Junkins. So he's lucky to throw one today. How can you play it? I mean, where does it go?
Henry scored 4 touchdowns. I'll eat my laptop.
Hammer, if he scores 4 touchdowns, I will send you a glass.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you'll send him a laptop, like to eat. I thought you were going to. You're the Prez. What do you want? You're the Prez. You do what you want. All right. That's it for that game. Let's go to the final game here on the slate. Don't forget, guys, smash the like button on the video and make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're not already subscribed now, subscribe, get in for all this free content that we do all throughout the week here. We will also have a showdown show tonight, free on this channel, talking about the Sunday night football game. Rubio and Kurt will be on breaking that down. Rubio's been on a heater, I think like 325K in the last like week and a half. So yeah, check that show out. And that'll be at, I think like 7:15. Those guys go live somewhere around there, maybe 7:30. But yeah, check that one out on this channel. Make sure you smash the like and subscribe. Last game here, Kansas City in Denver, Wiley. Another massive divisional game here. Denver's at home against KC. Denver's in first place in the division. And remember, Wiley, KC, obviously they're a very good football team, but they started out with a few losses, and I think they're like, what are they? 6-4, 5-4? What are they? I can't remember off the top of my head. One of those two. And they need a win. They need this win. They can't fall too far behind Denver.
No, and Denver's what? They've won 7 in a row.
Yeah.
They've won 7 in a row. You never think they would, because they've been, 10-7 Raiders, 18-15 Texans, close one Giants. So they've been
flukiest shit you'll ever see.
Flukiest shit. And now you got KC. This game worries me, man. You got no Isaiah Pacheco. Kareem Hunt probably will get 2 touchdowns. You've got Pat Mahomes, who also has rushing upside, also gets a touchdown. He seems to be one of the higher floor quarterbacks in the entire slate all season long. You got Rashee Rice. I think Rashee Rice is still expensive for what he'd have to do today, because, Pat Mahomes does have options. So this game always scares me. On the Denver side, yeah, Bo Nix 7 wins in a row, but Bo Nix does not look great. No J.K. Dobbins, so now you get R.J. Harvey, but R.J. Harvey is what price? I don't want to play a running back against the Chiefs.
It's not a bad price. It's like 5,400, I think.
Right, but is he going to be against the Chiefs? Is he going to be Chase Brown? Is he going to be Woody Marks?
And someone says he's not getting the steam. I mean, when you look at these two teams, like, it kind of makes some sense, because both these teams have been 2 of the toughest teams against the run all year. Wiley, just not giving it up to running backs. There we go. Get Ollie Gordon in the box there.
I heard him always 9 minutes behind you.
I don't know how. You didn't see that touchdown?
Wait a second. Box.
There we go. Box. Yeah, Cup and Hunt, 2 touchdowns.
Crazy. Tyler Stantone, it's going to be a 2 Hunt touchdown day. He's going to be 1 carry, 2 carries, 2 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2.
Probably. But again, like I said, they're just not giving, both these teams are just not giving it up to the running backs. Last 5 weeks, I think Denver is ranked 29th in fantasy points per game given up to running backs, and Kansas City is 31st in the league. So these are 2 of the toughest teams when it comes to giving up running back fantasy points. But RJ Harvey is super talented. I would rather bet on him than someone like Kareem Hunt, who I know for a fact, Wiley, he needs to get in that box probably twice to do it. Whereas RJ Harvey, I mean, he could do it in different ways. He could catch a bunch of balls.
6 for 60.
Yeah, easily. So he's
Cortland Sutton just sitting there at the premium price range again. He just has not been delivering this year, but you got Cortland Sutton there.
No, yeah, he hasn't, and I'm rooting for him because I got a bunch of them in best ball, so I'm rooting for the old Broncos stacks. But it just, I don't know if it's a little bit of him. It feels like he's still really good. It just feels like Bo has been bad, and he's starting to go towards Troy Franklin a little bit more. So it's kind of hurting Cortland Sutton overall with how bad he's been. But also, Wiley, both these teams to wide receivers are like 2 of the worst teams to target in terms of fantasy points for wide receivers. So the matchup overall for a lot of these positions are really bad. This game could be really ugly with how Denver's played, because I don't know if Denver's in this game, Wiley, it's only a 3.5 point spread. Is it going over that total?
I want to say it's under. I want to say it's a tighter game.
That's what I think too.
I do. And I forget which XY chart we were posting in the Discord, but Bo Nix summarizing has been really bad. Just not great. And that kind of explains Cortland Sutton a little bit. I think KC handles this game. I think they win.
I think Rashee Rice is like kind of matchup proof.
Anyway. I do. I do, but $7,900 for a
it's a
wide
lot.
receiver. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
And we've been over it. Wide receivers have just not been those clutch, big game players this year. Mahomes has more options. Mahomes doing the speed.
It's more just the volume, right? First 3 games, 10, 9, 7 targets.
It's running backs and tight ends scoring the touchdowns. I mean, it's touchdown equity. Rashee Rice can have a nice game, but 8K, you got to have a really nice game.
And you got to put it up with Puka and JSN, right? And those other guys in that range. Because, he's kind of got to outscore that range, right?
Correct.
Or at least most of that range.
He's got to outscore Jamar Chase.
Correct. Yeah, correct.
So you're putting him up against those guys. It's the standard for 8K players is just really high, especially wide receivers. Because the running backs get there. Jacobs gets there. McCaffrey gets there. That's the spend. I mean, they score touchdowns and they're on the field 100% of the time. So
yeah, they are on the field just a shitload of the time. So yeah, that's a good old breakdown. I think of KC and Denver. The only play that I'll probably get to is RJ Harvey, but on the late slate, if you want to stack this game up and hope it goes to the moon and it's going to be low owned, you can. Xavier Worthy hasn't done much, but he's cheap. There's plays to kind of make it work. Wiley talked about Pat Mahomes if you want to go there. So yeah, Wiley, anything else here before we get into the anti-play and the plays of the day for the people?
No, I'm good.
All right.
I know my anti-play. I'm going to go shove it.
JSU went core. So I got my 3 max up. I'm going to post on the core page, but my 3 max is up. I might adjust something on the 3 max once we get off. But so just give me like 5 minutes after we get off, and then everything will be up for you guys.
John, let me ask you this. What's your favorite touchdown?
My favorite touchdown.
Wait. For me, it's the next one. Because with DraftKings Sportsbook, hashtag DraftKings partner, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, every touchdown can bring you closer to catching in. From first touchdown score, anytime touchdown score, live touchdown score, every snap is loaded with opportunity. Now, I like a lot of touchdown scores today. I like Pat Freiermuth getting to the box today. That would be I don't know his line, but Freiermuth box.
Plus 235 on
DraftKings. I like the guys in chat saying 2 touchdowns, Cup, 2 touchdowns. I forget who the last guy was. Kareem Hunt, 2 touchdowns. Feels like one of those days. But here's the best part. Just $5 you bet wins. You'll get $200 in bonus bets. Instantly, your team hitting pay dirt pays out to you. So download the DraftKings app today. There's a code right there. Right there. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app today. Use code RPS. That's code RPS. Turn $5 American if your bet wins on touchdown props into $200 in bonus bets in partnership with DraftKings. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. Fees may apply in Illinois. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Gutless, Ontario. Bet must win to receive the reward. Minimum minus 500 odds. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. What is your best touchdown bet today?
My best touchdown bet today is going to be Mr. Sean Tucker at plus 210. Sean Tucker gets in the box. Running back plus 210 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on
That's
DraftKings.
why I hate Rachaad White. That's why. No one Steve's rushing touchdowns more than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. No one.
Oh, I can't wait. Show us the juice, Sean. Show us the juice.
All right. Plays of the day.
Okay, let's start out with the anti-play, Wiley, because I know you hate it. So let's just get it over with.
Hate this.
Real quick.
Devon Achane.
He's not on this slate, so you can't say him. But I got all the players here. I'm just gonna buy ownership. Here is all the players on Sabre that are projected with the highest ownership all the way at the top. You got Jalen Warren, Big T play today, Trey McBride, Christian McCaffrey. Who do we think?
I'm going to stick with it. Bijan Robinson has 4 touchdowns all season. He has 2 on the ground. Carolina put up a 0 for them last time out. The standard for Bijan today compared to people in his range, we've talked about a lot of them, is just too high for Bijan. He could have an okay day. He could have a decent day. He's not having an extreme day. Bijan Robinson, absolutely. And the legitimacy, I'll hang my hat on it. Bijan Robinson will not be optimal anti-play of the day.
I got an easy one. How about Travis Etienne? What do we want? 14? Like 15?
That ain't going to get you anywhere, Travis Etienne.
You can have your 14, 15
Take
from
your
Travis
14 points
Etienne. 18%? What are we doing here? I'm not playing Travis Etienne.
Here they come. Nate Stone, SC, VIP. But
I'm telling you guys, if you've been playing the anti-Wiley, you should have gave a different position than running back, because the anti-Wiley running back plays, I think, have scored like a total of 8 touchdowns the last 3 weeks.
Go ahead and play it then, idiots. Go ahead. None of you are getting a cup. None of you.
He said, go ahead and play it, idiots. That's what he said.
Chad sucks.
No, I have not gotten to the Office Space yet.
Office Space. It's so overrated.
I know. Everyone's bad. All right. Now we get the fun. The fun part, Wiley. The plays of the day here. The plays of the day.
So, I mean, the Giants against the run, dreadful. Josh Jacobs with like a Jonathan Taylor has been the bell cow of bell cows. I don't think you have to have the top 2-3 running backs in the slate. Any price. It's the highest spend up position in any optimal. Your average spend is like $6,600. Why? Because the running backs get there. They're on the field. You don't have to guess. You know who the core running backs are in each team, and then you know who the bell cows are. All right, that's the spend you spend up to. Josh Jacobs, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. You get there. You get your 30 points. You move on. You don't have to guess. Josh Jacobs, play of the day. I know he's owned. This is a toss up for me. I'm going to say the cheap, low-owned play of the day. I want to say Freiermuth. Do I have the guts to say Freiermuth? I'm going to say Ricky Pearsall, though. 5K. It doesn't appear anyone's playing him. Pearsall's prop is 38.5. Oh, I thought his fantasy points prop. I was like, what?
38.5 for his receiving prop. I assume, Wiley, you love that over.
Take the over. Ricky P. 25-point day, Ricky P. Let's go.
Makes me feel good when I hear you say Ricky P. Ricky P.
Ricky Pearsall.
I love when Wiley starts talking about Ricky P, my boy.
Chat's silent now. Chat's silent. They're like, oh, that's probably a good player.
I think they like Ricky P.
Chat's silent.
Yeah, I think they like Ricky P, so they're not trying
to say shit about that, did you?
Hometown cooking for Ricky P. He's gonna
play your Khalil Shakir and 11 points.
He's gonna cook on the field and get some hometown cooking after the game. But I like it. I like Ricky P. I love that game. So I like a low-owned play in that game. All right, my plays of the day here. So I'm gonna give 2, and I'll go with first off a running back here. I think we got Rico Dowdle actually was pretty good last game, but not what we wanted. I think we get a better Rico Dowdle game here. I'm gonna go Rico Dowdle, who's gonna be owned. He's gonna be popular. As
I'll play the big T role. Rico Dowdle.
Yeah, there you go. Get it in there. Rico Dowdle, you fucking suck. Even though he's playing Jalen Warren, so what are we even talking about here? And then for a low-owned play here, I think he's going to – let me just double-check to make sure he's going to be low-owned. I think he's going to be, but let's see. I just want to double-check here.
Rico Dowdle.
Yeah, Jordan Addison, under 10%, 5,500. Jordan Addison, 11 targets last game. Now he gets the Bears at home off of an 11 target game. We only caught 3 balls for 33 yards. Give me Jordan Addison, bounce back play, 5,500. So many good plays in that range. I think he's a great tournament option on this slate. I will have myself a good amount of Jordan Addison here. That's right. That's right. Trevor, buckle up. I got to bet that. 2 touchdowns. I got to bet that real quick. But hope you guys enjoyed this, cut in half version.
Don't end the stream, remember. Don't end the stream.
The Morning Wood Show. Well, I got to get my stuff up anyway, so we can't just leave the stream going. I don't know what you want to do, but I don't know. Maybe we can. I don't know. What do you want to do, Wiley?
Can DC talk on his own for an hour?
No. We're not going to do that to DC. All right. That's going to do it here. We're going to get out of here. I got to put my cores up anyways. We'll be in the Discord. For Wiley, I'm JSU. Good luck this week 11 DraftKings NFL slate. Don't forget Showdown Show tonight with Rubio and Kurt. Join the boys, talk some winners, and get in the Run Pure Sports Discord if you are not in already. And we'll see you guys next week. We're out of here. Peace.